think we're live.
We're live? How do I pull it up? Is it on YouTube?
Let me try to.
From Roll the
Yeah.
Dice? Oh, damn.
I just have to get the streamers.
Yeah, my computer's loud as fuck, too. So should we still do like an intro and everything? For people
I
who.
mean, we're live right now, so we'll wait to see if anybody comes in, and then we'll just start rolling with it, I guess.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
We'll like tweet it out and stuff.
So should we still do like an intro and everything? For people
I
who.
mean, we're live right now, so now it's like.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
I could hear it again for some reason.
What's up?
I could like hear it again.
Yeah, no, that was my fault.
Oh.
I have it muted now.
And
Yeah.
it just got smaller somewhat for some reason. Oh, we got 3 people watching. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we look at like who's here?
Well, I don't know if
I guess you can't unless chat.
exactly who's here, but we got 3 people, so
Welcome. Oh, what's going on, peeps?
Just trying to get some other stuff figured out. Let me try one more thing because I wanted to try this. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Liddy. Liddy.
All right.
Watching now. Damn.
I think we're all set, brother.
You ready, Bray?
Wait. Let me just tweet it out.
Oh yeah, tweet that we're live. Yeah, but for those that are here, what's going on? This is Roll the Dice Fantasy. We try to do at least 2 per week, but we kind of been off track. But we try to do a recap and a preview for each week of for NFL. And this is the Week 14 preview. Hit us up with questions in the chat, things like that. You know, we want to hear what you got to say.
Alright, bet.
Bit.
Real quick, and then we'll be good to go.
Dude, my computer's going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, once I get the PC, it should run a little smoother. But, I don't know who's in the chat. I mean, I need to get a feel. Can you hear? Can you hear our freaking computers taking off to space right now?
Shit. No one's in chat right now.
Nobody's chatting yet, but this beat actually goes hard. I've never listened to it this long.
Dude. Go hard. I don't know if no, refrain.
What?
Since we're all live, I was gonna say I don't know if we should curse or not. But
hi Jenna. Here's your shout out. You chatted, so you get a shout out.
Jenna here? Yo, what's up, Jenna? Welcome. Alright, you want to jump right into it?
Wait, I want to ask Jenna, does it sound crappy?
Oh, oh yeah, it's a big. Yeah, it's big. Does it sound like ass?
Does our stream sound like ass right now?
Is this the worst stream you've ever seen?
I bet. Oh, maybe she has seen the stream, but.
Oh, she retracted a message. Dude, this overlay is fucking.
Dude, I put it together in like 5 minutes. The hardest part was getting like the roll the dice kind of neon, because I wanted that.
Yeah. No,
No, but
fire.
Andrew is echoing. Bad.
Echoing?
That's probably because she could hear it on my. That's why I think I need to put on headphones. That might help.
Oh, through your computer maybe. Could be.
All right, I think we're good now.
Okay. Oh, we got 5. Damn. You want to kick us off?
All right, well, welcome to week 14, our preview show for a big weekend for us, fantasy wise. What'd you finish? You finished.
I got the 2C with the bye secured. I thought it was gonna be a little easier because I had McLaurin going. I'm McLaurin and Steelers D. Washington just kept putting up points. McLaurin didn't do anything, so I was actually down by like 1.12. Go to the Ravens game, which I needed Dobbins to get 1 point. He got me 13, so I secured the 2 seed. And I get the bye.
And I'm battling it out in the first round with your uncle. He had the freaking Rams D, so.
Dude, I didn't even know he had Rams. I didn't know he had Rams defense, bro.
Wild, but we'll live through it. I got Carson going. I got that notification, so should be good.
Go.
Hey, Sean, what's up, kid? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. But let's get into it. Last night was unfortunate for me. My team shit the bed. The Rams just ran all over the Pats. I thought that Bill would have something typical up his sleeve, but he just didn't, and Cam just continues to disappoint. So
I've been saying it, man. That Rams offense, it's really coming together at the right time, and I think it's one of the more balanced offenses in the NFL, which makes it really tough to defend, especially the Patriots. They lost a lot of defensive guys coming into this season, so it's not the defense they had last year. But yeah, I mean, it was really the Cam Akers show, and I think this is the second week now they've given him a bulk of the work, and he's really taken it in stride. So I mean, he's going to be a great play for fantasy playoffs, I think.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Sean is putting in the chat. Not playing Akers is probably gonna cost me round 1, which sucks. But if you have him, and you make it to the next round, or you make it to week 2, and you need points, make sure you throw him in because he's looking good. He's running well.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Shark, you just gotta hope CEH just eats against Miami, but we'll see.
But Thursday night is behind us. Let's roll into some of the games that are coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we got we'll start with the 1 o'clocks. Texans Bears from Soldier Field. Watson's been balling out. He had on paper a tough matchup with Indy, but he ended up, he had a really good game. The Texans were in that game till the end. You could argue they should have won it. They were on the goal line right at the end there, but then a bad snap to Watson cost them the game.
Yeah.
It's just disappointing because I think, especially with the whole Fuller thing now, and they were a playoff team last year, things were kind of looking up, and then they just went on that atrocious start and just couldn't really rebound from it.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, it sucks because they won 2 in a row. They came into Indy and they get the news of Fuller. Unfortunate. And then down the stretch, there's a couple mistakes, bad snaps, and they probably could have had it. So it sucks, but
Wish
now
they docked
are playoffs out of the question for them now? Can they win if they run the table? I don't know what the deal is with their.
at even if they run the table at 8-8, I can't see them. I mean, especially in the AFC,
Yeah.
I can't see them getting a.
Yeah, so I mean, but fantasy wise, Deshaun Watson is always going to be a play. He puts up numbers on a weekly basis. Easy 20 bomb if Cook, Cootie's coming out. Had a couple impressive
Yeah, he had a.
games the last couple weeks. He's got to get his fair share of targets because Will Fuller's out. So those are two
Yeah,
big plays.
I mean, obviously, like Fuller and Cooks there, he kind of got buried on the depth chart, but he's a very capable receiver. I mean, he definitely showed that. So.
And then another point to mention is that David Johnson's out again this week. I don't really think he's produced anyway as a RB 2-1-2 this year. He had high expectations coming in, but it just hasn't been worth it to play him. Duke Johnson looks pretty good, but they're gonna stick to the passing game anyway because Deshaun's a beast. So
Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna look to throw the ball here. And then on the Bears side, I don't know if is Trubisky getting the start again.
I don't know. I'm assuming. I mean, he looked pretty good last week.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it too. That helps A-Rob's value because I mean, Foles has been, he went to Chicago. People I mean, I didn't really know what to expect. It's kind of been like a up and down year for him, but I mean, he struggled for most of the year. And Robinson, there was talks of him like requesting a trade wanting out of Chicago. So his frustrations have been, vocalized, but he's enjoying some time there with Trubisky. That offense is still too dysfunctional for me. David Montgomery is starting to get a little bit of steam.
Yeah, his offensive line started to work for him last week. He put up some big numbers. So if you're a David Montgomery owner, then you're very happy with his performance last week, and hopefully it carries on for the next couple weeks for playoffs for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off 2 games, 25-27. He has a really good playoff schedule: Houston, Minnesota, Jacksonville. But Minnesota's defense starting to come around a little bit, but I still think that's a favorable matchup for fantasy backs.
Yeah.
So he could perform.
Yeah, I mean, there's some big names in this game, even though it's really two teams that I think lag behind the pack. So you could get some really big points out of some guys in this game. Betting wise, if the Texans can figure it out and just finish a game out, I think they get this dub because I've been saying it all year. I do not think the Chicago Bears are good, even though Mitch Trubisky's back. They started to open things up last week. They did look a lot better. I still think the Texans defense is starting to figure out. J.J. Watt has been a beast lately,
Yeah.
so I think he's going to give Mitch Trubisky hell anyway. So I'd probably take the Texans money line. I see they're actually the favorite in this game, which is surprising.
Yeah, I see them at -129. I mean, I would take their spread, -2. But yeah, I mean, I'm high on the Texans here as well.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool. All right, Cowboys Bengals. Oh God, I don't know. This was a matchup this week. Obviously the Cowboys are favored on paper. Michael Gallup. Turning some heads maybe. He had a great game at Baltimore, tough matchup.
Yeah.
786 touchdown. Great matchup here against Cincy. Could do some damage. Andy Dalton's back. They're pretty much out of the playoff picture at this point, but from a fantasy perspective, I think there's still something there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the game that we just spoke about. It's like two teams that I don't think are really good.
They have CeeDee Lamb returning punts too.
Oh, really?
I know that.
I mean,
yeah, I saw him return.
I guess get him more involved. I mean, why not? But
yeah, anywhere you can, I guess.
With Dalton back, I think obviously you just said it. It really increases Gallup, CD in the red zone if he catches a tutty. I mean, it really improves their stock. So this is one of those games where it could be like surprisingly high scoring just because I think it's really two below average teams. Say again. Sorry, you were lagging.
Yeah, I mean both.
You were lagging. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Oh, was I? No, I mean both defenses Obviously, they're not great. So this could easily be high scoring. I mean, you could take the over here. Um, this could be. I mean, this could be like a sneaky good betting game, maybe
Yeah.
like a same parlay or something. But I mean, the Bengals obviously without Burrow, that's a huge loss. They do have some bright spots. You know, they have Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. Mixon's still out. I think he's been out for a while
Yep.
now.
Yep.
So he's a factor. But
No, I
I don't
agree.
know.
I think it could be sneakily high scoring, which is good for fantasy. You could probably run Higgins. You could run Tyler Boyd probably safely in a wide receiver 2 slot. Higgins in a flex option, and then on the other side of the ball, you could Zeke is kind of came back alive with Dalton back because their passing game is a viable option for them. Amari Cooper has had some really good games. We talked about Gallup. He's going to be probably a wide receiver 2. Low wide receiver 1 from last week. He just put up freaking numbers.
Yeah.
So, um,
And yeah, I mean Zeke's interesting because I figured with Dak going down, they'd want to get him, just like get him going. I mean, he's getting the touches. I think they got to get him involved in the receiving game a little more for him to really have an impact.
yeah,
Uh, but I mean, he's always been an efficient rusher. And if they could like sprinkle in some receiving work for him, then he could be the RB1 that a lot of people expected and drafted him to be. So,
sure.
I mean, a guy like him, you drafted him so high, you can't really give up on him, especially if you're in the playoffs with him. Yeah, I mean, you just got to ride with him.
No, I agree. I agree. But once again, I think this could be a sneakily good game for fantasy purposes, like we said.
Yeah, no
So.
doubt. Betting wise, I'll roll with Dallas though.
Yeah.
Dallas, Dallas money line.
Probably. I mean, their spread's pretty low, 3.5. Maybe cut it down to 2.5. Take them by a field goal. And then you said maybe rip that over under. I mean, it's at 43, so hit that over. Hope for a high scoring game, especially for fantasy.
Yeah. All right, Chiefs Dolphins. Can the Dolphins do it? Can they take down the Chiefs?
I mean, I'm a Pats fan. I hate the Dolphins, so I'm gonna say no, obviously to that. But
Hmm.
the Dolphins have the best defense in the league. Can they find a way to just shut down Mahomes? I mean, the guy,
No, I mean,
dude, the stats that they were showing last week in that game, he's averaging
oh,
400 yards a game through the air.
he's on another level, bro. I mean, it's actually ridiculous. And like people will say he's like, I mean, I know James says it like, oh, the Chiefs like they're overhyped, this and that, but I'm like, they're really not. I mean,
No,
they probably have the best chance to win the Super Bowl again. I mean, that offense is just electrifying, and I mean, yeah, I mean, Mahomes is just, I mean,
is
the stuff that he's doing is
Jack
ridiculous.
is he the MVP front runner right now? Pat Mahomes. I'd probably have to say yes. The dude's just putting up stupid numbers.
He's got to be.
But if Dalvin can show out the next
Yeah,
couple weeks, he could have a shot at it too.
yeah. I mean, Dalvin could be up there. Russ obviously fell off a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Let's start.
Kyler, I thought was up there, and then obviously him and the Cardinals, they're falling off after their hot start. But yeah, I mean, I keep saying I like what Miami's doing. Obviously, their defense very talented. Linebacker core led by Kyle Van Noy. But I mean, until someone does it, I'm not going to believe that anyone can slow the Chiefs
Yeah,
down.
no. I mean, you have to believe that. The Broncos gave him a good run last week, surprisingly, but my guy,
Yeah,
Travis Kelce, just coming through, catching big catches, averaging like
I mean, come
100
on, like
yards a
I mean,
game.
Drew Lock.
we,
Drew,
we want to get into my love hate relationship with Drew Lock. I mean, negative love, ultimate hate,
there's no love there. It's all hate.
all hate, all hate. Um,
Shark thinks Cam has a good shot at MVP. I agree, man. Cam is just he's a
we
beast.
talked about it, Sean. He walked into the locker room and Goodell was just waiting there to induct him in the Hall of Fame after that performance.
I mean, arguably the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. Um,
No,
yeah.
but I mean,
How
more
much?
into this game though. I think if you have Miami D, I think you still play them because I believe that Mahomes can get a little risky in situations, and Miami could capitalize on turnovers and stuff like that, so they could be a viable play.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could definitely get a little trigger happy with like throwing the ball and everything. Um, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. CEH um, screwed over a lot of people last week. Well, I mean, it wasn't really his fault, but the Chiefs declared him as active,
Brutal.
and they they used Bell the whole time. He was just a smokescreen. And then Andy Reid came out after the game. He's like, yeah, he lost a little weight due to the stomach flu, this and that. I'm like, why'd you make him active then? Darren Williams, that's your insurance right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Andy Reid said today should be full go for Sunday. So
yeah, high octane offense. They get the ball out to Hill. They got the mid range with Kelsey, and then they could start running and dumping it off the.
I mean, Allaire. I know in our draft he went 9. I think Rich took him at 9.
Yeah.
And then I traded for him. I had him for a little bit to give Allaire 25 carries a game to have success, especially when you have Mahomes there.
Look at their freaking offense, bro. I mean, Hill,
yeah,
Kelsey, Hardman, Watkins. They have Bell. Bell came out of the gates hot last game.
He's running back 13. He's averaging almost 14 points a game. I mean, that's pretty impressive, especially for a rookie. It's like RB2 numbers.
Yeah.
So, fire him up as an RB2 for the playoffs. But yeah, that's where I stand on Allaire.
Yeah, but to the betting side of things, I just have to agree. I don't think Miami has enough offensive firepower to take them down, even though their defense is really good. I think.
Line though, that looks juicy. Plus 285.
It is a juicy money line, but I'd probably take an alternate spread. Maybe Chiefs 3.5. I don't know.
I mean, like hypothetically, like Miami, if they were to come out and they beat KC, they maybe go on to win the AFC East because I think
if they come out and win this game, just give them the damn Lombardi Trophy, bro.
I mean, they would be on a crazy high. They'd have some crazy momentum.
Yeah. So we'll see.
They're in that battle for the division with Buffalo. So yeah, we'll see. We see. All right, Cardinals Giants. The Giants are on tear right now. Joe Judge. I like him as a coach. I think he's perfect for that team and what they're trying to do.
You know what I think's perfect? Colt McCoy. Perfect for that offense. Nah, just not it.
No way.
No, but you're right. I mean, the Giants have been on a tear, and I think I'm not going to name any names, but a lot of fans have been doubting them, and they still come through.
Who?
I'm just gonna not name any names, but
okay. All right.
No, they've looked good.
Fair.
Their defense, I'm running them in the defensive slot. They show up every.
Dude, their defense is solid, man.
And
yeah, I mean the Cardinals. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was just saying, and their offense is starting to shape up. Hopefully Danny Dimes coming back in.
Yeah, I mean they have some pieces there. Wayne Gallman's looking great, in Saquon and Freeman's absence.
Yeah.
Slayton's been quiet. Not sure if I really trust him, like as a start in my lineup, but
yeah, he's one of those tricky ones because he's a semi-big name, so you want to play him, but you just don't know what you're gonna get. That's kind of my viewpoint on him.
A little unpredictable, yeah.
Kind of like Mike Williams, Mr. Inconsistency.
Oof. Mr. Up and Down, hot and cold.
But no, you said it best. They have some weapons. It's just, can they use them to their disposal in the right manner?
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be a good game. I mentioned to Jenna because she was making some picks this week for her family's pool. I do think the Cardinals are coming out for blood because this is a team that they should beat. So we'll see. Kind of put them right back on the right track to end out the year strong. I think they need to win this game. So.
To Arizona? Yeah, I mean, especially mentioned before, they're on a little bit of a slide right now. Kyler's dealing with a shoulder injury. D-Hop was dealing with, he missed practice a few times. He had like neck and back stuff going on. I mean, he's expected to play. Kenyon Drake's banged up. So I'm not sure how much trust I have in this team right now. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to Kyler, really.
Yeah, if he could. I mean, we were talking about it even. I forget. It might have been like some random night at your house when Sean came through. Might have been last Sunday. I forget.
Might have been.
But ever
Yeah, I
since
think it
the
was.
shoulder thing with Kyler, he just looked a little off. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's not gonna
100%.
deteriorate him too bad. Hopefully he finds his groove again, and him and D Hop do their thing. So they're a
Wait,
big fantasy points. So
this is in New York, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Giants underdogs at home.
it's the
I might
Giants.
take that. I might take that money line, bro.
Mm, I mean,
Hot.
plus 130, it's good value, but I'd have to stick with my gut, and I think that Kyler comes out and does his thing. Hopefully, it's weird because I want the G-men to do well because I have their defense, but I think Arizona wins the game. I don't know. We'll see.
That's fair.
Wayne Gallman is slowly chipping into Saquon's paycheck. Yeah, bro, I've been saying it, Sean. They don't even really. I mean, they do need to sign Saquon because he's a beast, but if he keeps getting hurt, then Wayne Gallman's doing his thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good insurance for the Giants because I mean, I think obviously you let Saquon come back next year, see what he does, but if he ends up struggling again, then I mean, you got Gallman there, so
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see. But I guess we're split. You got the G-men. I got the Cards.
yeah, I'm riding G-men, baby. Moving on, Vikings Bucks, huge game in the NFC. The Bucks are just barely holding on to a wild card spot. Vikings pushing for a wild card spot. Um, and my thoughts with the Vikings are, I mean, they go as Dalvin Cook goes.
Yeah, I mean we've said
And
that.
it's funny because last week, Gary Kubiak, their OC, comes out. He's like, yeah, I think Cook's just a little beat up. We've been using him a lot, this and that. They had him limited last week in practice, and then they come out to give him 38 touches.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're saying your guy's banged up, but like you're giving him 40 touches. Like, is he really banged
I
up?
mean that's been
Like,
the story. We've literally we come on the show every week and we're like, what the hell is going on? Like we cannot. Just when you think we have it figured out, we don't. I feel like that's been the
yeah,
story of how we were trying to figure things out this year. But I agree. It's like it's the Dalvin Cook show um, over in four touchdowns, or you just gotta hope that Kirk Cousins shows up. And I really don't even want to talk about the Vikings because they screwed me out of my bet last week. We should be filthy
dude,
rich right now, but
that bet would have hit,
they
bro.
put me on a damn roller coaster ride.
Unbelievable.
Sean said the
Unbelievable.
Vikings.
Dude, honestly, Sean, I like the Vikings here too. I mean, the Bucks are coming off a bye, so maybe they figured some stuff out. But I mean, they do have Godwin's healthy, Evans is healthy. They do have Fournette and Rojo. Their defense is good, but I mean, the Vikings defense has been playing well the past couple weeks. Um, and I said once they got, I mean, and like if Cousins struggles, you just give the ball to Cook. Like
Yeah, but
there's your safety blanket.
that's the safety. But um, for Dalvin to be good, the offensive line has to be good too.
That's true. Yeah.
That's my only thing. But I mean, I just don't understand what's going on in Tampa Bay. It has to be Brady. He I'm just gonna say it.
It's weird because like they
He
come
doesn't look
out.
good.
Some games they look great, and then there's games like they had against the Saints, and then I forget who else. Um, who they play on Monday night? That one Monday night when we watched it.
Wait, are you talking about a bad game?
Yeah, it was like
Well, their last five opponents have been Kansas City, Los Angeles, Carolina, New Orleans,
I think it was the Rams.
and the Giants. I can't. I got to
Like
remember.
we bet, I forget what the bet was, but like Brady played like ass, and I was pissed. And it's just like, and then they like I don't know. And then I mean they make excuses for Brady, but then when Breeze was struggling early in the year, they're like, oh, his career's over. Like, so all right, so say the same thing about Brady
I
then.
mean, after this year, it's like, is it even worth for him to play anymore? Like, he's been so inconsistent, and I know,
It's
like,
weird.
I get that guys like love playing with him, but he just looks. It's super inconsistent, and apparently he's calling all the plays. Did you see that the other day? That apparently Bruce was like, yeah, I mean Tom's calling all the plays, and he's just calling like crap plays. Because there's one night where they look terrible. I was like, what are these play calls? It's ridiculous. He's trying to be Big Ben out there, I guess, trying to play schoolyard ball, calling all the plays. He's not Big Ben.
I mean, some of the mistakes he's making too are just like, I mean, they're like mistakes that you would see like an earlier quarterback make, and they're not generally mistakes that Brady makes, like just like errant throws and like bad reads, and he's missing reads sometimes.
Yeah,
it's just
he expects his guys to just do things like.
It's a weird situation going on there.
I don't know, but I can see the Vikings pulling away here. I'd probably take them to cover though, just to play it safe. I could see it being a tight game. I'd take them plus 6.5.
I would take that. I would take their money line. It's 250.
Man, you're about to put together a fat parlay.
Dude, Giants Vikings. There's your parlay.
I mean, honestly, bro.
I mean, throw like $10, 10, 15 on it. Why not?
It's probably a fire
20,
return. Not gonna lie.
5, 30,
40, 50, hell, 100.
Oh, now you're talking. Oh, here we go. Drew Lock and the Broncos taking on the Panthers.
Sean's watching. I don't want to talk about Carolina. I'm kidding. My favorite guy against Carolina. You know, everybody's giving kudos to the Broncos. Apparently, there's this tough team to beat, which I do not get at all.
It's their defense.
Yeah, obviously, it's the only thing that kept them in that game last week.
Yeah.
I hate Drew Lock. But Tim Patrick came alive last week. Should have taken him in a parlay. I was good.
You said it too.
I do that every time.
Like, bro, Tim Patrick, but like, nah.
Who did I even take? I took somebody random.
Oh, you took a fan.
So.
I'll tell you though. I mean, the Panthers, they have a lot of good pieces. I think in a few years they're going to be good.
For sure.
CMC's doubtful for Sunday. If you're a CMC owner, like let's say you're like a CMC owner and like a Kenyon Drake owner, like if you made the playoffs, that's impressive.
Somebody knocking?
Oh, my dad's like hammering something in.
During our damn podcast, I'm gonna have to word with this guy.
Yeah. No respect these days. But yeah, I mean, especially on the defensive side of the ball, the Panthers are, they got Jeremy Chin, Brian Burns. They got some very talented pieces. I'll rock with Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's gonna be a defensive showdown. Both of them last week looked really good. Who was it? Burns last week that just went off.
It was
Chin. Yeah.
Yeah, he had the two fumbles, back to back.
So.
DJ Moore, COVID, not playing, so Robbie Anderson, stock rises.
I will say, though, Melvin Gordon looked good last week running the ball.
Yeah, I mean...
He hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good. I'll be straight up. He hasn't looked good as of late.
He's been up and down.
But I think he bounced back last week a little bit. So, but who'd you say, Carolina? Yeah, I'd probably have to take that side as well. Vegas favors them too. It's just, can they close out a game? Can they have a second half? They started off good. They just got to close it out. So this will be a good game.
The dreaded second half.
Exactly.
Titans Jags.
I think the Titans are a better team than they've been playing as. Especially, I think Tannehill's a really, he's a prolific quarterback. I think he's starting to figure out with A.J. Brown, Smith, he's the tight end there, right?
Jonnu, yeah.
Smith. He has a couple.
Corey Davis had a big game.
So he has some utilities out wide, and then you just have a tank engine to run it up the gut and get 5 yards a carry.
Tank engine.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you want to talk about, Henry's playoff schedule: Jacksonville, Detroit, Green Bay. That could win you your league right there.
Yeah, you were talking about that last week. It's huge if you're a
Yeah,
definitely owner.
and Shark just gave him to James.
Well, we're not gonna talk crap.
I don't think, I don't think James wins the league though. That's
Well,
just me.
that's because you're in it, so you don't think he's gonna win
That,
the
no,
league.
even if I wasn't in it,
Hmm. Okay.
I stay, I stay
Okay.
fair
But
because
we've
you're in
been hyping up James Robinson. Dude can straight out run the pigskin.
it, man. Love him.
We've been
Great
touting him all
movie.
year long. Is
Great
he a
movie by
rookie?
me.
He's a rookie, right? Rookie of
Yeah,
the year? Question mark.
undrafted rookie.
Rookie of the year? Question mark.
He's got to be in the conversation. It's going to be like Herbert or Jay Jefferson,
Yeah,
but
I mean he's got to be top five. I'd put him top three, honestly. Him, Herbert, and Jefferson. Who else comes to your mind?
um, Herbert. I mean, it was going to be Burrow, but
Oh, it would have been bro easily. He's setting records out there.
Rob- Robinson, Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb could maybe be in the
I
conversation.
don't think he's put up the same numbers or value
Yeah,
that Jefferson has for his team, but
yeah,
I mean I
yeah.
could
I mean,
see
it's
him
easily,
being in the talk, but
yeah, yeah. I mean, Robinson's just a bell cow. He handles like 25, 30 carries, no problem. Gets the receiving work. I lock him in as an RB1 for me.
yeah, for sure. Um, what else can we talk about in this game?
We talk about how much DJ Chark sucks, or their quarterback situation sucks. Michael's atrocious.
Who they play last week?
Oh, dude, I don't even.
They played Minnesota. That's what it was. That was not even
Oh yeah,
a game.
that's
That
right.
wasn't even a game.
Yeah, yeah. They blow up my bet, and Chark doesn't even do anything.
Brutal.
Like,
Brutal.
I mean, I feel bad for Chark because he's super talented. He had a good year last year, and then I drafted him this year, and it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So
I think Tennessee's a really good team. I'd take them straight up, maybe even to cover, even though Jacksonville screwed me last week.
no, I definitely take Tennessee here easily. Easily,
All right,
easily.
those are the 1 o'clock slates. Questions, comments, concerns, put them in the chat. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah, that's what you guys got to say.
But on to the 4 o'clock games. Um, First game, Indianapolis at Las Vegas. The Raiders. This is an interesting game. The Raiders.
They're kind of scared.
The Raiders have looked god awful as of late.
Yeah, they get blown out by Atlanta. Almost lost to the Jets. You can thank Greg Williams for that win. Dude got fired right at day after.
The minute after he called that play, I think he got fired on the field. It happened.
And then people are like, "Oh, well, he's always been that's always been his thing. He's an aggressive coach." I'm like, I don't care how aggressive you are. I mean, if you're calling that play on the last play of the game because you want to like make a statement or whatever,
No,
like end the
it
game,
was a sellout
like,
for try to get Trevor Lawrence.
like fuck you, dude.
It was a sellout.
Deserve a gift.
But they move on. They fight to try to get another win. But onto this game, the Colts. Phillip Rivers. Um,
I think Jonathan Taylor is a really good play going into the
if
playoffs.
he didn't have that lull mid-year, he would be in rookie of the year conversation as well. He's looked really good the past couple of games.
Yeah, they're finally starting to give him, bulk of the touches, and he's doing the most with it. His playoffs: Vegas, Houston, and Pitt. Pitt's not a great matchup, but I still like him heading into the playoffs.
For sure.
T.Y. Hilton, resurrection last week.
You never know. You never know.
Can he keep it going? We'll see.
The old guy to the old guy, Philip to Ty.
Little bench stash.
Yeah, I mean
Just see
Someone
what
to keep in your
happens.
pocket.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still like
back
Pittman.
pocket.
I think he's a straight baller too.
Yeah, I like
He could
that
be a
too.
flex. He could be a pocket type of guy, keep in your pocket type of guy too. Vegas, Derek Carr. I had a lot of high hopes for him. He just looks terrible as of late. Um, the running game looks decent. I don't even remember how Jacobs played last week. Oh, he didn't. He's out. Booker's playing.
Yeah, Booker played last week. Jacobs is questionable for this week. Um, Darren Waller though, man, that dude is unbelievable. I know Shark's a big Waller guy.
Huge on Waller. I mean, you gotta respect
13,
it.
2 touchdowns, 45 points, tight end one. Start him with confidence, no matter the matchup, because they're gonna look to find their guy.
Yeah, that's when in doubt. Carr's gonna find him. Performance of the week probably last week. Good for him. Big name
But
for tight end plays too. You're definitely happy if you see that production from Waller for sure.
no doubt, I'm rocking with the Colts here. Money line.
Yeah, screw the Raiders. I'm done even thinking about them. To
I have
even
no faith in them.
yeah. Um,
Sucks.
Hell, I might even take the Colts -3.
Ooh. Okay.
Not actually,
Gil.
but theoretically, I would take the Colts -3. If
Theo
if you
Moretti.
if theoretically, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Jets Seahawks. So the Seahawks lost to an NFC East team. Do they lose to an AFC
Not
East
this
team?
one, man. Not this
I don't
one.
know.
Not this team. It can't be. It can't
I
be,
don't
man.
know, man. Washington beat the Steelers. I mean, Washington's better than the Jets, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but we were. I mean, Vegas just had a couple brutal weeks, but we were high on Vegas, and the one stupid play at the end of the game cost the Jets their win.
The thing that scares me here is that the Seattle's coming off the loss to the Giants. Wilson's pissed. Carroll's probably fuming.
They're home.
I just think they're probably gonna just come out and smack the Jets. Honestly,
Yeah, and it's gonna be the DK Metcalf show.
you need it to be the DK Metcalf
Yeah, to
show.
make up for the freaking 18
Make up those
points.
18.
I need him to have
He's got
48, bro.
18
I
points.
need him to have
Put up
48.
my Yeah, that's brutal, bro.
Um, yeah, but
Oh, theoretically, I like that.
oh, that's a good.
Shark,
That's a pretty good one.
Shark put in the
That's a
chat.
pretty good name. If you have
Theoretically,
if you have Theo.
good play on words. Good play on words there. I think Gore's coming back this week, so that's cool.
He's a beast.
Um,
I love that guy.
Denzel Mims had like a personal issue or something. He's not playing. Jameson Crowder, I think, should be playing.
I could turn up my mic from my bad.
Um, and the Jets, I mean, from a fantasy perspective, Crowder will catch some touchdowns. Denzel Mims is their deep guy. They do have Rashad Perryman, who can go deep as well, but nothing really to write home about.
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks secondary hasn't looked good. They do have Jamal Adams to kind of rely on, but it's like, is he gonna show up or not?
I think Lockett's due for one of his
No.
famous
No.
12, 13,
No.
14
No.
catches.
Negative
Just saying.
passes to Tyler Lockett.
Just saying, dude.
No, I mean, hopefully it's a Metcalf day. It could be a Lockett day. You're 100% right. We'll just have to feel it out. But I'm fingers crossed, bro.
Yeah.
He could go to Lockett.
Nah,
Just let's score with
Even with
DK.
a low week from DK, I think you should be able to manage.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring week for fantasy, bro.
I think so too. There's a lot of good matchups here.
No,
Yeah,
see, that's why I had to turn down my freaking mic, Sean, because it's my computer, because I'm running 12 different things.
Did your PlayStation just kicked in?
It's about as loud as my freaking PlayStation.
Nah, it's the MacBook just taking off.
Doesn't have enough memory to run
Mac
OBS,
on the run.
YouTube, Skype. It's running everything. Need my PC stat.
A lot of memory going on right now. All right, move on. 425 Lions. It's interesting. No Galladay again. The dude's like dead or something. I don't even know.
I don't think this is interesting.
Oh damn! All right.
It's Aaron Rodgers, Devontae
Swift,
Adams.
dude, Swift's coming back, bro.
Oh,
That's
screw
interesting.
it, screw him. So now I gotta start Patterson.
I still think even if Swift plays, there's a chance that they kind of like limit him a little bit just to get him back up to speed. So I mean, I don't know.
All right, Mr. Guru,
I think
is AP viable play?
no.
Not being a Swift,
With Swift there,
not being a
no.
Swift owner.
With Swift there, and then it's Swift, Peterson, and Kerryon Johnson. No, I don't know.
But Peterson had a week last week. Hmm.
Yes, I mean,
Hmm.
Swift wasn't there, and Kerryon Johnson's ass.
Yeah, but Swift is dazed and doesn't know where he is half the time.
No, he's all right now.
I mean, that's what you want to believe because you're an owner. I'm trying to get an unbiased opinion right now.
It's not, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
All right, then I'm gonna start Patterson, and hopefully he catches some passes too, out wide.
He's gonna return a kickoff.
That'd be lit. But when it comes down to it, Green Bay is a superior team here.
Devontae Adams gonna eat again.
Start the whole freaking Green Bay offense. Just do it.
Aaron Jones is gonna eat. Adams is gonna eat. Lazard, they're slowly getting him back. Slowly getting him back in there. He'll be the number 2 behind Adams. He's a vertical threat, so it could be a good flex play. But it's still it's a wait and see approach with Lazard, I think.
For sure. Others.
And then Marvin Jones has been balling a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
With,
that's probably the only play on the other side of the ball, and Swift.
And Peterson, apparently.
I just need your honest opinion. I'm trying to make the right decision.
Dude, I gave you my brutally honest opinion.
Yeah, because that's not unbiased though.
Yeah, I like Marvin Jones this week. Packers defense isn't great. I'm still not sold on the Packers as a team to come out of the NFC. Just because of their defense, but I mean they can outscore teams. So but we'll see.
It's gonna be the Green Bay show, and they're gonna blow them out.
Alrighty, well, you heard it here first. Packers by 1 million. Yeah, I'll roll with the Packers too. Saints Eagles at 425 in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts getting the start. Wentz hits the bench. He's struggling.
Big tings.
This could be a trap. This could be a trap game for New Orleans.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why.
No?
Michael Thomas. I can't even say it seriously. No, I agree. It's definitely a trap game.
I thought you were gonna say like their defense or something.
No, I have Michael Thomas, and I want him to show out. I'm gonna rep my guys. You know, that's what it's about.
No, yeah.
You're gonna rep DeAndre Swift. I'm gonna rep Michael Thomas.
Yeah, 9 for 105 against Atlanta. I don't even know who's gonna be matched up with him. Darius Slay.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Didn't he leave early though last week? Is he hurt?
Who's Slay?
I think he's probably fine, but why do I remember him leaving the game early?
Nah, he should be all right. Oh, no, yeah, I think he did leave. I think he left the game. I think you're right. I don't think he's on the injury report though.
Yeah.
But I mean Thomas can really bully anybody, and he'll definitely bully Slay because that dude's like 5'10", and he's a cornerback.
Yeah, exactly.
And Thomas is a beast. So.
Kamara.
Yeah, he had a touchdown last week. I still don't like his value with Hill there, but I mean, like same thing with guys like Zeke and Cook. Like you have them, you got to start them.
Exactly.
They're not really getting involved in the passing game like they were when Breeze was there. Because I've said before, Taysom can push you down the field. He can make plays with his legs. So it digs into him a little bit. Now on the Eagles side of things, it's hard to predict. I mean, now with Hurts starting, no one really knows what their offense is going to look like, what their game plan is going to be. Maybe they'll probably get Sanders more involved. I would think, like read options and stuff like that. Couple Wildcats.
Yeah. Um, I think you're actually going to see that on both ends, just because both quarterbacks are a little more versatile than their actual. Well, I guess Hurts is now their guy, but Breeze was more pocket, where Hill is. He does it all. So I think it's going to be more option plays for both sides of the ball, both sides of the field for each team.
Yeah.
Boston.
I mean, it's not.
Boston Scott looked. We were saying last week, I think, that Boston Scott was starting to look like a more viable option than Sanders, even though I think Sanders is still their guy.
Yeah, I just want to look up Sanders real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, past 3 weeks, 9.1, 6.2, 3.1. And then Boston Scott, 8, 9.7, 0.9. So, I mean, not both running backs really aren't doing much. I still like Sanders a little more. But I was going to say this game, it's going to go one of two ways. I mean, like, the Eagles are going to come out and they're going to compete, or they're just going to get blown out. Saints, I don't know if they're still the number one overall defense, but that defense balling out without Breeze there. They're really picking up the slack. So it's a tough matchup for sure for Hurts. I mean, as a Saints fan, like, I'm interested to see what the Eagles throw at us.
I think the Saints front line is going to make it a living hell for Hurts. I think that's what's been carrying him. So,
like Cam Jordan's been playing excellent. Trey Hendrickson been a great surprise. That pass rush is legit. So,
yeah. I think even though it does seem like a trap game, I think that the Saints defense gets it done. The offense sneaks away with a couple tutties. Thomas goes off.
Wins him week, and then we're good to go. And we're good. All right, Falcons Chargers.
Over alert.
You think? Yeah, probably.
I think this is gonna be a hard.
Chargers got mollywopped by the Pats last week. They just got
wild,
pooped on.
Absolutely wild, though.
Felt bad for Herbert. That dude just couldn't get anything going. Expect a bounce back from him. Pretty much all the Chargers. I mean, obviously Herbert struggled, so Keenan didn't do much. I mean, I don't remember how Keenan did last week, but
he had a very average week. I mean, they didn't score, so obviously that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
I think he still ended up with like 9 points. So
yeah, he had 5 for 48. But yeah, I mean, I think a bounce back is in store for the Chargers offense. Austin Eckler's back. He looks good. Fire him up.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? What do you think? RB1, RB2?
He's one of those really versatile running backs. So I think you could run him at. If you have him, I think you already have an RB1. So it's like you're running 2 RB1s.
Yeah. All right. And the Falcons side, I don't think Julio's playing.
He's out, confirmed.
He's out. Yeah. So Calvin Ridley, one of the top fantasy receivers this year, fire him up.
Yes, sir.
Wide receiver 1. Todd Gurley, he struggled last week, didn't he?
He did.
He's been. It just doesn't look. I mean, watching him play, it just doesn't look like he has that juice, that explosiveness that he used to have. And obviously, the knee injuries are most likely playing a part in that. But it kind of sucks to see because he was a premier back, for a few years.
Yeah, I mean he had that ACL tear and it kind of went downhill. But I like him a lot. I think this is one of those games that I think you could feel comfortable playing him. Because I don't think. I mean, actually, maybe not because the Falcons' front line is kind of filthy. Low key.
Chargers, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Chargers, my bad. But we'll see. I mean, he's probably a low RB2, if anything.
Yeah, I would agree.
Sean says, "Is Breeze back? Taysom might not throw to empty." Get out of the chat. I hate that. Stop putting bad juju on my guys.
Oh, Liam does not. He doesn't. Liam doesn't like any negative energy.
No. Good, good,
No
good
negative.
energy. Good, good, good energy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chargers are underdogs. I'm not gonna bet this game because whenever I bet something with the Falcons, something always goes wrong. So I'm just
I
not.
agree. I'm way over there on this game. I want to stay the hell away from it, but I'm excited.
I'm
will say I would bet the over though, just because I want to.
I'm not even looking at.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
I'm not even looking
maybe
at
the over though. Maybe the over. Just saying.
Maybe.
Maybe the over.
Washington and the Niners.
Yo.
This could be a
fun game.
Washington.
Fun game.
Dub. They knock off Pittsburgh, tied for the lead in the NFC East. I said it, man. I told you. I mean, Pittsburgh, they were coming off that Wednesday game against Baltimore. A little bit of obviously a quick turnaround to play Monday. Washington's defense is talented. Chase Young's there. That front's nice. Offensively, they kind of get by. Logan Thomas had a great game with McLaurin. McLaurin locked up, so Logan Thomas balled out. Gibson's a little.
He's hurt. He's a little softy.
Little baby.
We're not gonna swear. We're trying not to swear because Jenna might be still watching. But
swear, because you're a Gibson owner. That sucks.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Do I still already paid? Do I got Patterson? I picked up Patterson. Like, such sucks. Because he had some really big games and like he's such a versatile back.
Sprained his toe.
Rough looks, especially going into playoffs. One of my key players in the RB2 slot. But
I think Terry bounce back game here.
Yeah, you need it. I think it's a good game for him too to kind of bounce back. I mean, I'm sure Richard Sherman will probably be will be on his ass.
Should be.
But you know, if Washington's defense or offense figures some stuff out, they could be. You know, you said it. They have the pieces. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming out of that division. I mean, you can win that division at 8-8, maybe even 7-9.
Yeah. No, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen.
They could sneak into the playoffs. They're going to be hosting a playoff game if they do get in. So I mean, you never know. Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. Then on the Niners side of things, Brandon Nyuk. He was one of the more popular waiver claims, living up to his billing.
Yeah, I mean, now you could start to feel comfortable running Mostert too. I think he's kind of started to take more control over that backfield again. McKinnon, I don't think you even saw. Did he even see a snap last week? It was
maybe saw like
it was
one
legit Mostert and Wilson all night long again. You don't know what's going on with Shanahan, what he's gonna call. But I still just don't feel comfortable with Nick Mullins at all.
Yeah, I'm not a Mullins fan either, to be honest.
But we'll see. I think this is a key game for Washington. So they're gonna come in with a little heat.
Yeah, especially off that Pittsburgh win, I think they're gonna come in. They're gonna come in hot.
And I like this.
I would take their.
Go ahead.
You like?
I like this money line plus 150. I think they win. So.
Yeah, I was going to say the money line as
I
well.
might take their points just to play it safe, but I like that money line.
Yeah. Sunday Night Football, Steelers Bills. I saw something before that was Josh Allen's game last week was like the best game so far this season that we've seen out of any quarterback. I don't believe that to be true, but I mean he definitely had a great game. So I mean, good for him, good for the Bills. They're 9-3. Another big game here. If I'm gonna go all in on the Bills, though, I think they have to win this game.
What are they sitting at?
They're 9-3.
I mean, yeah, they have to, because it's the battle between them and Miami.
Yeah. Miami's game behind.
Yeah, I agree. Let me just pull it up.
And then Pittsburgh, so you got. Pittsburgh, you got to rebound from that first loss. I think this is gonna be a good game. This is a really good Sunday night game. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, I think it actually falls into place like strategically for the NFL really well, especially because Pitt just lost and the Bills
Yeah,
are a good team,
it
so
plays
this is going
perfect.
to be a really good matchup, especially for a Sunday night game. So it worked out for the NFL, honestly.
Yeah, I mean Pittsburgh. I mean they just got to start running the ball. I mean I know they didn't have Connor last week, but just watching them, like they don't really run the ball, and like you got to establish some sort of run game if you're going to be successful. So I think they get Connor involved. I think he's an RB2 play for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I saw before on NFL Network they have the most drop. I forget what the number is, but they have the most drop passes as a team in the NFL. So
Really?
got to get that figured out. Looking for a bounce back from all their receivers. And then on the Bills side, I mean Stephon Diggs, he's a premier. He's a top receiver in the league. Over 1,000 yards once again. And then you sprinkle in like Singletary and Zach Moss kind of taking a back seat, but
No, yeah, for sure. You said it pretty much covered everything, so I agree. I think it's a big opportunity for the Bills to just kick Pittsburgh while they're down, keep them down, and they need to win this game for playoff race and whatnot.
oh yeah, I mean it's a huge game for them. Uh, my bad, man. I missed your question. So thoughts on Ayuk? Um, I think fantasy playoff wise, pretty good matchups. Washington, Dallas, Arizona. Um, I think he's starting to become. I mean, obviously with Kittle out, I think he's probably their top receiving option. Um, and I mean they love to get him involved in the offense, so I think he's a
He's a
good play.
rook too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
I
so.
mean he's had a couple of games this year that he's really shown his potential. So Nick Mullins definitely feels comfortable throwing to him, but sometimes he gets a little trigger happy with Debo, and the play calls go to Debo sometimes. But he's shown
Yeah,
that he can provide a lot of good things for that offense. So I'd feel comfortable flexing maybe.
yeah, I definitely feel comfortable with him as
Yeah,
a flex. Maybe low end wide receiver three. Um, but yeah, I mean I like Ayuk.
for sure.
And then this game, man. Pittsburgh's the underdog. It's in Buffalo. I think I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean I think this is gonna
I
be
think
a
I mean
really tight game, and if Pitt can't get it going with offense, then I think Buffalo capitalizes. So I agree. I'd probably take Buffalo money line.
yeah, I mean I know I've said it. I mean we've both said it, but I mean Allen he has all the makings of a great quarterback. He just has to find that consistency. Um, so went off that great game last week. Can he come back? Can he beat you know arguably the best team in football right now? We'll see. It's gonna be a good
For
game.
sure.
And then Monday night to cap off Week 14, Ravens Browns. This is gonna be a good game too. Two great primetime games to close out the week here.
Yeah,
And this game's huge for the Steelers because Browns are right on their tail for the division. So
and the Browns are licking their chops right now because they're playing out of their minds. They come out and stomp a really good Tennessee team. I can't believe that they went out and what was the score like?
41 to
Yeah, but
35,
I
I
mean
think.
like at halftime.
Oh well, yeah, it was like 35 nothing.
Something crazy. Um,
Yeah, it was
Baker was
nuts.
finally hitting his passes, so
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like I'm not huge on Baker, but I mean, he looked really good. I'll give him
yeah,
props.
we've been kind of destroying him all year, but he did have a really good week. He made some really nice passes, and that Browns offense just came alive.
He was throwing
Yeah,
dimes. And yeah, I mean, it's been the Chubb and Hunt show for a while, but then they come out and they're throwing the ball all over Tennessee.
yeah,
Uh, Good to see. They were bad for so long, and now they're finally relevant. So, and this is huge. I mean, this is huge for Baltimore too. I mean, they need this game to stay in the race. So
and it's a scary one because I think Cleveland has a really good defense, and Lamar's just been struggling. They rely on him to run the ball too much. And who they play last week? Oh, Dallas. Yeah, I mean Dallas is just I don't know what they were thinking, but they let that one play. They just let him run right up the gut. There was nobody around. Like how do you let that happen? How is there no QB spy?
You have no spy on him.
Yeah, crazy.
The most explosive running quarterback, and you're not even paying.
And he can't throw the ball. Just make him freaking throw the ball. It's not that hard. So I think it's a really scary game for the Ravens. But
yeah. To be honest, I don't like it from a betting perspective because I feel like this is truly like a toss-up game and it can really go either way.
It's in Cleveland.
I could come up with reasons why Baltimore will win, but then I could also come up with reasons why I think Cleveland will win.
I think it comes down to Cleveland's defense. If they hold it down, Baker he doesn't have to have the same game he did last week, but if he could figure it out and they catch some nice passes, then I think they get it done.
Yeah, I've said it on the podcast before. I think the blueprint's kind of been written with Baltimore. If you force Lamar to throw the ball, keep him in the pocket, obviously they're a much easier offense to defend. So, and yeah, I agree with you. It all comes down to Cleveland's defense, led by Myles Garrett. We'll see how they come out.
I agree, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland on this. I liked how they've looked. I don't like how Baltimore's looked. They played Dallas last week. They should win that game. So this will be a fun game to watch Monday night. Finally get back in a regular groove of things too. So be good.
Yes, sir. And that caps off Week 14.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this weekend. I think it's going to be a lot of high-scoring matchups, fantasy-wise.
Yeah, definitely better than last week. I think. A lot of good matchups. Can be good for fantasy. Good luck to everyone. Obviously, first week fantasy playoffs, huge week. Hope you go out catching dubs. Advance to some more rounds. Play some more fantasy football. It's always fun. That's the main goal, We're just here to have fun.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about having fun, but ultimately, you want to win. You want to win the big bread. Get into the finals. So
I need bragging rights. That's it, man.
We'll see, but we're gonna hang out maybe another 5 minutes. I mean, we got nothing to do, so it's Friday night. Gonna go crack open a beer probably. If there's.
Whoa, my goodness. Yeah, we'll hang out for a little bit. If anyone's got questions, want to throw something in the chat, we'll just be chilling.
Yeah.
BS.
I gotta start putting my my lock in for the weekend. It's gonna be tough, bro. The matchups are tough. I don't think there's any real locks.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this win. I want to see if this win probability updates in real time.
Yeah, it's good for. They needed that because I think.
It was long overdue.
I think a lot of people are gonna after this year with a lot of things that shaped up.
Yahoo.
No, ESPN needed that because a lot of people are gonna switch over to Yahoo.
That's what I mean. I mean, my dad's been talking about it.
Yeah,
but
I like ESPN though. It's just user friendly.
Yeah, I think it's more user friendly than Yahoo. Yahoo, it's everything's cluttered.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot.
And it's I'm used to ESPN. I know where everything is on ESPN, so I could do it quick. Yahoo, I have to actually think about what I want to do.
Exactly.
Or what I have to do.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. But you know what? They have to add. They should add weather too. I know Yahoo has weather, which I think is important.
Yeah.
I got to go to AccuWeather to look at the forecast.
I'm gonna tweet out the stream on my account real quick. Dude, this beat goes so hard. If you listen to it all the way through.
Oh, dude, yeah. Gets the people going.
It's provocative.
Did you listen?
It gets the people going.
Did you listen to Cuddy?
Yeah, bro. It's literally sounds exactly like Pursuit of Happiness too. like the beats. It doesn't skip. He doesn't miss a beat. Kind of like it flows.
Dude, when I got through the intro and then I got to the first song, was it Tequila Shots? And the beat came in and he just started rapping. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And like I saw some people on Twitter, they were like, oh, you know, guy, because he's doing like he hopped on like the trap wave, which I mean, obviously a lot of rappers are doing, but
Yeah, I heard there's some trappy vibes in it, but I think he stayed close to home. What his typical stuff was anyway.
the beats are fire though. Like the production as a whole was
Well,
really good.
it's like, Cuddy with those like deep bass synthetic kind of beat.
Speedy kind of sound, yeah. And I think he asked for like help or advice from Travis for the album, so I think that's kind of why.
Yeah.
But like the first half was like trap, and then the second half he went back to like his old stuff, and like what his fans like.
Yeah.
So
no, it was good.
like his OG fans.
It's also like I've never was big on Cuddy, but I like that Pursuit of Happiness vibe.
Man on the, yeah, I mean the three Man on the Moons are my favorite from him.
Yeah.
So
it was good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, dude, it's fire.
I didn't listen to everything, but
I want to listen to Jack Harlow's album too. Yo,
hey, what's up, kid? Been a minute. Thanks for stopping by.
been a mean minute.
What do you got this weekend? You betting, Danny?
I want to listen to Jack Harlow's album.
What's your lock this weekend, Danny? Give me like one lock.
Yeah, give us a lock of the week.
I think Chad's taking a minute to come through though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, dude, on mine it's super delayed. Like even like my face and stuff, I could tell.
Oh yeah, I could tell the delays too, because I have it on my other computer up too. I could tell it's slow.
It's idle. Iowa -8 first half right now. I don't get into what is that bet. I don't get into
college hoops. It's got to be. Who are they playing?
I don't mess with.
I don't know. College hoops is probably you got to bet on spreads, but this year's been wild so far.
I don't mess with college hoops, bro. We got NBA tonight, right?
We got Knicks preseason ball. Let's go. Obi-Wan. Obi Toppin.
2 on the Pistons.
Oh, they already started? Must have been like a 7.
Yeah, I think they started at 7, I think. Season starts 23rd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad said no one wants to do fantasy basketball. I was a little upset.
It's because it's a lot, bro. It's just a lot,
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Would have been fun.
Well, it's also like just throwing out cash left and right. 100 for this, 100 for that, 100 for this, 100 for that.
Yeah, you don't pay to the end of the season.
I don't care. Bucks under 53.
53?
I like that bet. They're playing
I could see it. I could see that, honestly.
Carolina.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I could see that for sure.
I like that.
Alright, we'll wrap this up in about 2 minutes. I don't know if anybody else is coming through, but whoever did show up, thank you. We're going to try to keep doing this. I kind of enjoy the live stream. It's a little different.
A little more interactive, yeah, I think.
We just got to start getting some people on it and grow. But
get some eyes on it.
We appreciate everybody who stopped in. Good luck if you're in fantasy. Good luck with your bets. We'll be tweeting out some of our favorite bets before the kickoffs at 1 on Sunday. So
yeah, we'll be active on the Twitter. Keep tabs on it.
We also recently started Discord. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's pretty much just like a social media app, kind of where you could talk with a community. We're trying to build our community out, and we have a sports betting, we have fantasy. You want to come on the show? We want to start getting guests. Obviously, we can. We're using Skype right now, so easy enough where you could figure out how to call in, use the Discord. But for sure, Danny, we'd love to have you on. Absolutely. Especially, we have to start like figuring out. Maybe we'll do like a betting section if you want to do like betting, fantasy talk. we're gonna try to. I guess after football, we're gonna try to focus on more sports betting rather than fantasy. But
yeah, once fantasy's over, we'll branch out and we'll probably just do like sports betting and just talk about like just general, like what's going on. I guess.
Yeah.
In sports, could do that. We'll figure it out though when we get there.
But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we will. You want to try to do this for both the preview and the recap?
And the recap, yeah, we do that.
We're gonna try to do it 2 times a week. So the next would be recap on Tuesday night after work.
Yes, sir. We'll keep you guys posted. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. We really do appreciate it.
And our Twitters are at the bottom under our video. So if you don't follow us, hit the follow. Our at is RTD Fantasy on Twitter. So follow that as well.